It's Rick and Kseniya back with your Friday recap. Kseniya, it has been a week. I don't actually want to ask how your week's been because I kind of know the answer, everyone, but let's all agree that we're looking forward to the weekend. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. That's what I agree definitely with, that I look forward to this weekend as never. I mean, so this saw that, warm up somewhere here.
Yeah, it's definitely a weekend I want to have as well. And we're starting to have nice weather here. We got 21 Celsius the other day, so it's like people are going crazy.
You're kidding. 21.
Yeah, right
Like,
around 70 Fahrenheit.
I can't show you now, but now it's snowing.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
Me neither, but it's snowing. Okay, so please don't tell me that you have.
Yeah, it was not. It's very sunny today. It's wonderful. But,
yeah. Okay, so I have a few things to share before we jump into content. So first, I just wanted to remind that we have a few days for Veeam Innovation Award submissions.
Yeah, the VIAs. That's my little VIA dance.
Yeah.
Rick, don't dance on this show. So.
Yeah, so it's call to action to everyone. If you forgot about this, if you didn't get a chance to submit, that you had in mind, please go ahead and do that. You still have a few days to do that, right, Rick?
Yeah, I think it is Monday, 15th or something like that. We'll put a link in the show notes about this, about the opportunity.
Yeah. And second thing that I would like to announce, and I think I would love to share my screen for this as well. So we're gonna have a World Backup Day celebration. And first of all, first and the most important thing here, that almighty Rickatron gonna host a LinkedIn Live this day. Yeah. So, that will be, I think that will be really, massive. So, Rick, anything to say here?
Yeah, this is going to be great. We're going to give away some really good swag. And there's a really special surprise that we didn't put on the webpage we're going to give away. And I'm going to be presenting with Didier Van Hoy, one of the Microsoft MVPs. It's also a Vanguard. Him and I are going to condense 10 plus years of backup experience into this 30-minute stream on LinkedIn Live. So I've seen LinkedIn Lives and I've seen DDA's content. This is going to be really cool. So we're going to really put some practical nuts and bolts into this quick session. So you don't want to miss it.
Yeah, can we promise people that they will back up like a boss after this session?
I can guarantee you everyone will learn something after this webinar. And it's not going to like deep dive Veeam features. It's not. It's mindset. It's practical advice from DDA. DDA Van Hoy is one of the best out there. Yeah, he's an outstanding resource. So him and I are going to share our opinions, our best practices, and it transcends products and technologies. So that's the only hint I'll give.
Okay, so I will be there, definitely. So I hope the same goes for you, for everyone who is watching. And I will leave a link in the description to this community recap. Okay, but I think we're ready to our highlighted post of the weeks, right? So let's get started. Yeah, so first one, it's I like these ones, when our users do some experiment, do some testing, how different features, different settings, even of these features work. This one was delivered by Mateus, and it's about few settings of compressions. So it's optional, first setting optional, and you may see here that duration was 47 minutes. And second setting is extreme. Look here, Rick.
Well, and it's also 1.8 gigabytes versus the 2.4, right? So you're trading processor time and resource usage for storage efficiency, right? So you have the flexibility. That's one thing we probably don't, go through enough, is the different settings of compression and the optimization, which is the block alignment, aka dedupe. Those are fully configurable, and definitely this is something to look at. These are in the storage tab of a backup job, worth looking at. It does make a difference. It'll take more CPU and take less time.
Well, yeah, low bandwidth.
Take more CPU and more time for the less storage, or you can have less CPU and less time but more storage. What are you going to do?
Yeah, it's up to you. Okay, I mean, keep them doing, keep them bringing more of these tests and, some hidden gems that probably we didn't know about yet, right? So Mateo's really great post. So congrats for making it to there. I believe that Mateo's made it first time.
First time here. Yeah, he's definitely been active. He was on the Brazil user group that we had recently. So yeah, good guy. Thanks. Welcome.
Yeah. Okay. So another blog post. I mean, I think that we just couldn't miss it. It's Joe Burke with his description of container network interface. Really great content. So you may see here what are these, kind of understanding of these. And he even shows, put here some deployment tips and tricks, I would say, some commands that you can run. And also apart from that, you may find here some cool videos from container network as well, so from CNI as well. So he just put everything together with his thoughts, his best practices, and videos to support this content. And again, for those who started the Kubernetes journey, for those who just started learning more about it, because again, I believe that Kubernetes gets more and more attention. I highly recommend you to check this post by Joe.
Indeed, and once you get started with Kubernetes or any cloud native apps, the storage comes up, the networking comes up, the security comes up, right? So these are very important points. So welcome to this one, Jeff, and thanks for sharing this for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Last but not least, was delivered by Joe. It's about VBR console users, and what's cool about this post that Joe shared his use case. He got a problem that he had an issue with job notifications which weren't sent to VBR console when he modified users and roles within the console, and he explaining the entire case and what was done after that. So he found a solution and he's sharing this solution with us.
Yeah, this is important. The access to Veeam backup and replication of console is kind of a big deal. So anything you do that's important, I'm always a big fan of explicit minimal permissions, and sometimes there's some work to do that. He's gone through here and outlined those steps, and I think this is really awesome so that you have not just what it looks like, but then also the steps it takes to get there. And then I think at the bottom, if you go down a little bit, he made one. He highlights one important thing, right, about V11 behaves a little bit differently than V10 here. Yeah. So I think that we're always looking to make the product kind of improve in this regard also. So he actually caught one of the what's new in the scope of this. So no, good stuff. I think this is, people need to be always aware of this type of stuff for sure.
Yeah, I agree. So really good post, I think, and just to mention that this week, again, we got lots of good stuff published. So I and Rick, we were it was a challenge for us, which post to highlight.
Well, we always break the rule, it's like 3 things, but then we're talking about these other 2 things, 5 things. So before that, we'll be doing 11 things at once. But no, thanks everyone for sharing. It's great. And, sometimes we don't keep it within the week. We might bring something back from last week. So you got to watch us.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I think that's it for today. Thank you for watching and see you in community.